more, run up the board, breaking the mold. Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened, we step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming for more, you don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on my to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay.
Are you ready? Let's get it. Today's April 17, 2026. My name's Rich from Breathingwiththemarkets.com. I hope you did well in the market today. The market was moving and grooving. We're going to get into what your favorite guru is teaching you, right? What is your guru actually teaching you? Those that you follow, what are you going to gain from them? Are they showing you fancy cars, fancy watches, money, fake bank accounts, demo accounts? What are they actually teaching you? Let's go ahead and get into a chart. As you can see, we're on the NASDAQ today. It's ripping to the north side. 1 minute time frame. Over the weekend, when the market's not open, when you have some time, what are you looking at, traders? You're told to do a top-down analysis. Is that practice? Is it hard to do a top-down analysis where you just, actually let me delete this shit. Doing a top-down analysis, is it difficult saying this is resistance right here? This is support? Is that difficult? Maybe we have some support there, right? What happened, traders? What happened to this strong move down over here? What happened? It blew through there, but you don't know why. You just think, oh, it's because the war is almost coming to an end in Iran, and we're just going to go up. That's what is making the market go up. I said this numerous times. The market moves faster in the direction it intended to in the first place, but you haven't figured that out yet because you don't even know what that means. You have absolutely no idea what that means. So you're going to sit here and look at a chart, and you're going to practice putting horizontal lines on a chart, whatever you think is going to make you feel good, as price rips through your shit each and every day. Because you don't know how to trade, and you don't know what the hell you're doing in the market. That's a fact. I'm proving that you don't know what to do in the market, because you can't challenge me. You can't challenge a skill. I'm telling you, you don't know what you're doing in the market, but you're not listening. You just keep following money. You're not willing to put into practice. You don't understand what the market is actually doing. All you think is support and resistance works. And it doesn't. It doesn't. It's just a name. Look at this chart. You ask yourself, look at this chart. Let's get in here. Go down to a 30-minute time frame. Do you know what the hell you're doing? Look at this. Can you even trade this? The answer is no, because 99% of you are not even profitable. If I teach you a skill, can you do it? If I teach you how to identify things in the market, ask yourself, can you fucking do that? Maybe not. Maybe you can't. But if you can't, that's okay. Trading is not for you. But if you're looking at this chart, are you confused, traders? None of my traders are confused. I can see this immediately. Boom. Stares at me. Boom. I know where I'm at in the market. I know what I need to do. I know what price is going to do with the highest probability. Do you? No, you don't. Because you're doing this weak-ass shit over here. Support resistance, yeah. It's bullshit. Well, price turn, you see the strong move down? And that's why this came up to this area? And I had a little rejection here. I saw a red candle and I went to short it down to this low down here because it's going to sweep liquidity. It's not sweeping anything, traders. The only thing it swept was your bank account. Your bank account is dry because you're following fakes. Your bank account is dry because you're following fakes. I don't know how else to tell you this. Let's go to the next. Support resistance. I just typically just draw a line and take a bounce. Just win more than you lose, traders. Just win more than you lose. Oh shit, there we go again. Strong move down, this beautiful red candle. I'm all in, baby. I'm gonna target liquidity down here. All of a sudden, it blows up. Are you kidding me? Same shit, different day. Same fake ass guru. They're all the same. Just win more than you lose. I'm gonna teach you how to make $500 a day. I'm gonna teach you how to make $1,000 a day. All this crap, right? And what happens? You don't have any money in the bank to even put in the market. Practicing is not practicing on a funded account. You don't practice on a live account. You don't practice on a test account. That's not called practice. That's actually called stupidity. You are practicing on test accounts. You're practicing on a funded account. You're practicing on a live account. You really have to start at first grade again. The intelligence level sucks, right? We don't practice on those accounts. That's where we apply our skill on those accounts. But you don't have a skill. You're too weak to admit you don't have a skill. You think you resolved this. You think that support, resistance, supply and demand, fake ass fair value gaps, you think all of that matters. Order blocks, ICT, you know me, SMT, UPS, whatever the fuck you want to say, it doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. You can't prove it works. Why can you not prove it works? Because all of those traders doing that shit, 99.9% of those are all failing. And the other little bit have gambled. And then they gambled and then they quit. And then they call themselves successful. That's not a trader. That's a gambler that got lucky. You're not so lucky. 99% of the people are failing? Why do you think that's true? Let's say it's 80%. It doesn't matter the number. Let's just say it's 51%. The bottom line is there's failures. When's the last time you went to school and took a fucking test? Is 50% okay? Is 60% okay? Do you want to be a 70% fucking student? Oh, well, if I just keep switching classes, eventually I'm going to pass with a high grade. Well, that's what you're doing in the market. You can't do that, traders. You don't know what you're doing in the market. You have to admit you don't know what you're doing. Your fake-ass guru doesn't know what the fuck he's doing either. It's simple. Support, resistance, supply and demand. None of this shit works. I'm telling you right now. This shit is fake as fuck. And you don't believe it. Why? I have no idea, man. You have to start using your head. You stop following the fakes. You cannot tell me that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna tell somebody, I'm gonna go in the office and I'm gonna study, honey. Yeah, well, what are you studying? Well, I'm gonna do a top-down analysis. It's a little bit more difficult. Now, it's gonna take a long time for me to explain. Just let me have that. Just let me have this. I got it. I'm gonna do a top-down analysis. I'm gonna go to a daily chart. Then I'm gonna drop down to a 4-hour chart. Then I'm gonna drop down to a 1-hour chart. And then I'm gonna drop down to a 15-minute chart. And I normally take my entries off a 5-minute chart. What type of fuckery is that? Are you shitting me? A big long sentence on how he's finally gonna take a trade on a 5-minute chart? Let me ask you something. Why didn't you just start at the 5-minute time frame? Oh, that makes some sense. Why in the hell did you go from the daily, the 4-hour, the 1-hour, to the 30, to the 15, to the 5 minutes? Because it sounded good? You wanted to sound professional, didn't you? But you don't know how to fucking trade in the market, right? You just wanted to sound professional, but you have no idea. No idea. I just did an entire fucking recording and didn't have it. I had to do something. I pressed pause. So I'm going to start where I left off. It's all right. I'm fucking done. Let's go ahead and check these accounts out today. So on these accounts, trade P&L for today was $5,725. Net P&L, $5,528. 208 trades, which is low for me, for 10 accounts, and 83.17% hit rate. 83.17% hit rate. I mean, is that okay? I don't know. It's up for you to decide, right? 208 trades, 83.17% hit rate. I have said this over and over and over again, and it's not about the money, traders. I have said this numerous times. Fuck the money. It doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter how much you can make in a day. If I had 20 accounts and I took all of those trades, once again, it would be a $100,000 day. And I've said this numerous times. They wouldn't fucking pay me. I don't want to put myself in a situation where they're not paying. They're always finding a way not to pay somebody. We have actual traders that are actually suing prop firms now. We have lawsuits against each other. It's a bunch of fuckery going on, right? It is. It is. So why do you want to expose yourself? Why do you want to expose yourself and collect and go, I want the world's biggest payout ever? Well, you know what? They got lucky because they're lucky they didn't get denied. So then they let one or two do this, and then they attract a bunch of business like everyone can do it, and all of a sudden they squeeze the rules, they limit people. You know what? If you have a skill, you can trade on a live account. You see, the gamblers are worried about these prop firms because they can't gamble on their live account. They don't know how to trade, right? So if I show you a chart, again, do you know where you're at in the chart? Do you know? Can you look at this quickly? Can you look at this quickly and know where you should be long or short? Well, yeah, you're a storyteller, so I would have gone in there. No, you're not. You're a storyteller, but you're saying that you love support and resistance, and this shit just blew through there again, right? But then you want to have a story that, well, you know, I lost that trade. You're going to lose each and every day. How do you like losing, traders? Do you really like losing? Do you like to be in the loss category? If you go back in history and ask yourself this simple question. Have I won more than I lost? I'm not talking about P&L. Throw the P&L out the window. Have you won more trades than you've lost over your history? And I know the answer. The answer is no. That's a problem. So why repeating the same thing over and over again? Why are you expecting different results? Right? Famous quote from Einstein. I like Einstein. He and I get along, right? Why in the hell would you repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, right? On the flip side of that, why in the hell would you do anything against what actually works, right? Why would you change what works? If someone shows you what works, why in the hell can't you do it? Oh, because it wasn't your idea? Sounds like an ego problem, right? Oh, I think I can do better? Sounds like an ego problem. Better than who? You have to become better than the market, not better than another individual, okay? This isn't a boxing match. This is not a one-on-one sport, human against human. It is an electronic beast against you, and you don't know how to trade. I'm just giving you the facts. You do not know how to trade. You know how to gamble. A little button, little tap of a button is gambling. Doesn't take a man or woman to press a button or squeeze a trigger, right? It doesn't take a man or woman to do that. You're gambling. And you're hanging out with people that actually say that they're gambling. And you're following these people. How can you follow someone that actually admits to gambling? Just win more than you lose. That's like a casino. Bring your money into casino. You do the counting of the cards and everything else. They were going to outlast you. Why? Because if you have a contractual agreement to be there for a year, the reason they don't like card counters and everything else is once those card counters gain those profits, they're gone. But if they stick around over a period of time, they're not going to outlast the casino. They will not outlast the casino. Why? The casino has more money than you. It's kind of like being in the market all day long, right? If you're taking the same trades and the same setups, it works. It doesn't matter. That's not called overtrading. I'm sorry to tell you, it's called trading. But if you understand the direction, you have the direction right, and you want to say, I made 100 trades today, and you scalped every individual candle knowing what the direction was, that means to tell me that, well, how much were you even leveraging? I mean, did you have baby food at the table? Or were you putting some size on it? Because if you had size on those trades, you wouldn't have to scalp 100 times all the way up. So that's kind of like the gambling mentality, right? So what you've done is you've taken a system possibly, or you actually got the direction right by accident or by skill, and you started to hyper scalp your way up. Grow some gonads and put some leverage on there. Have some courage and put some leverage on there, right? Expand, live out of that comfort zone, right? And put some leverage on there, right? I've showed where I don't get filled. This is objective. Nobody can argue about that. It goes down 5 points below my TP, my take profit, as I'm actually showing and having a mentorship with one of the mentees, and he's seeing it himself. And I said, that's why you need a scale. The entire system is against you, traders. The prop firms aren't against you, they just have a business plan. But their business plan is to be profitable. A trader's plan should be profitable. Well, a profitable prop firm and a profitable trader doesn't really mix, right? That doesn't mix because their live program might not be so live or lively, right? They have restricted rules. So if you're used to trading 15 minis and you're pounding the markets, all of a sudden you're reduced to 15 micros. Didn't you just flip the trader upside down and now he has to trade a different way? That's not helping a trader. That's not helping a trader learn risk management. That's punishing a trader. You are requiring that trader to completely change the way he enters the market. That's not good. No regulated broker would do that to you. Why? Because it's your money and it's your skill. You fail, you own it. You win, you own it. But you're going to pay fees and commissions. No big deal. When you go to a prop firm, it's their rules. And if they don't like what you're doing, it's still their rules. So you cannot win with the prop firm because they change the rules. They have subjective rules behind the scenes. They don't treat everyone the same. It's a fact. They don't. Right? We just recently found out who the 270 traders were at Take Profit Trader. And I was one of them. They tried to ban me. But they realized, hey, we're actually trying to ban real people, real traders. But they left the 99% that can't trade. How is that equal? So it's better, you're better off if you don't know what the fuck you're doing because you have a place. Come on over. If you want to keep buying furniture from our company and every time you buy it, you give it away. You buy it, you give it away. Come on over. We're not going to stop you from buying it. You see, that's how it works. They don't stop people from buying accounts. What they stop is those people that are buying accounts that are getting too many payouts. That is not on their books. That's not what they like. That's not a positive cash flow. That's called a negative cash flow, right? So they can only hold a certain amount of negative cash flow. And to try to juggle and make all of these traders happy is impossible. That's why they need a system that is only computerized, that no human can get involved, period. And all rules apply to everyone. Not some, not attacking certain strategies, not attacking how people trade, not attacking whether they use minis or micros. The assumption of gambling, okay? 99% of you are gambling. How come the 99% are not speaking up? But oh, when they tried to ban 270 traders, all of those fake ass gurus come out and go, yeah, those fakes. Yeah, those bot people, those bot traders, right? Yeah, well, you know what, crowd? 99% of us are okay because we all fucking gamble, but let's get rid of those traders because we can have more loot. We're the YOLO crew. That's exactly how that works. That's a fact. You cannot say anything different. Why? Because they banned 270, they tried to ban 270 traders, and it didn't work out so well, did it? So now do the math. But if you can't figure out what I'm saying, and you don't understand where you're at in the chart, nobody can help you. You have to help yourself. If you don't know where you're at in this chart, a 1 minute time frame, a daily time frame, it doesn't matter. Can you trade this? Can you trade this, traders? Can you look at this chart and immediately know what the hell's going on? Can you? If the answer is no, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will show you, I will teach you, I will show you an objective way to approach the market each and every day. And you're gonna have to practice. I'm not gonna tell you to practice on a demo account because that's gambling. You don't practice on a demo account, period. You don't practice on a test account, period. You don't practice on a live account, period. That's called gambling. You are required here at Breathing with the Markets to practice on a still chart. I teach you and I show you everything in that market and what you need to do. And you practice on a still chart on your own free time. How much you practice? It's up to you. How good will you get? It's up to you. Did I tell you you're gonna make $500 a day? No, you don't even practice. You're not gonna make shit. If you practice, you're gonna get better. If you practice, you're going to see yourself succeed. You're gonna see yourself gain a skill. Wouldn't you like that? Where you can actually see? I had a trader, a new mentee, sent me a DM, asked me a question. And I said, hey, I don't understand your question, which I didn't understand his question. So I sent it back, I don't understand your question. And then all of a sudden he came back this morning and said, hey, I went back and looked and I figured it out myself. Now that's someone that's going to learn. If you are a trader that always wants their hand held, it's not gonna work. If you are a trader that's not afraid to make mistakes, because I have your back, I have a spine, I have your back. I will make sure you're on those train tracks. I will make sure you get it right if you put in the practice and if you show me that you are actually practicing, because I know whether you're practicing or not. I know by speaking with you. I know because of your questions. If you're asking me a question that's something that's very simple that you should have already known, what does that tell me? That you haven't been practicing. You see, it's a two-way street, right? Transparency, when I show you how to approach the market and you're not new to the game, you may need a refresher course. No problem with that. You can have a refresher course, and guess what? It's free, right? It's on my time and your time, but not on your dime. It's on my dime. I'm giving back to the community. Why? Because I want every trader that here. Why? Because I want every trader here at breathingwiththemarkets.com to succeed with the skill. That's my goal. That is my ultimate goal, that everyone is going to gain that skill. And it's all going to be at different levels, and that's okay. Because what's good for one person might not be good for the other. When they're fine and dandy with just going ahead and taking $200 out of the market, when they go ahead and trade and they're happy with that, that's great. If we want a more aggressive trader that takes out more than that, that's on them. The higher the risk, the bigger the reward. The higher the risk, the bigger the loss. It's a fact. You have to find your leverage and your skill level, and it must equal. It must be equal. And it must be equal. That's a fact. If you want to learn how I trade on a daily basis and you don't want to sit here and look at a chart like this and wondering, where in the fuck am I at? How can I not do this? How can I not get this? All I have to do is draw a support and resistance and wait for price. Traders, you're going to lose your ass each and every day. I don't know what to tell you. You're shorting when you should be long, and you're longing when you should be short, but you don't know where you're at in the market. If I asked you this question, If you took the opposite trade every time you push that button, would you be profitable today? And I bet you 99% of you would say yes. That's pretty fucked up, isn't it? You know why? You're following fakes. Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you. I back my shit up. I wish you well. Have a great weekend. Peace, traders.